When did your family choose to throw you in jail rather than communicate honestly with you? I was pinned against my kitchen counter while 2 federal officers demanded I tell them where I was kidnapping my children. My 7-year-old daughter Dolly was on the living room floor, turning blue from an asthma attack that started because Officer Delgado ripped her emergency inhaler from her hands and sealed it in an evidence bag. It started 5 days prior when my boyfriend's sister came over to fix my laptop. She started working on it and immediately noticed the GPS trackers hanging from my kids' backpacks. I told her my ex-husband had planted them there during his last supervised visit, and my lawyer suggested leaving them as evidence. She looked at me like I was lying, and that's all it took. Monday morning at 7 a.m., I was dragging the trash bins to the curb when a police car pulled up. Officer Park and Officer Delgado identified themselves, saying they had credible intelligence that I was planning to abduct my children and violate custody agreements. Before I could even ask what they were talking about, Park said, "We need to take the children into protective custody." That's when Dolly came out, already wheezing slightly from the fear of what she heard. Stress always triggered her asthma. She was holding her emergency inhaler. Delgado immediately took it from her hand. "This needs to be tested. It could be drugs." Dolly started crying, reaching for it. "That's mine. I need it. She has severe asthma," I pleaded. "Convenient," Delgado said, sealing it in the evidence bag. "Create a medical emergency to avoid answering questions and coach your kids to act. If she really needs it, the hospital can provide one," Park added, pulling out her phone. "I'll call them now." Dolly's breathing was already getting worse, that whistling wheeze starting. "Dolly, baby, try to stay calm. Don't coach her," Park snapped, grabbing my arm. She spoke into the phone. "Yes, bringing in a 7-year-old who may need asthma medication. 20 minutes. Perfect. 20 minutes? I screamed. "She doesn't have that long. Then you better start talking fast," Delgado said, pushing me harder against the counter. "Where are you taking the kids?" Dolly dropped to her knees, hands on her throat. The wheeze was getting quieter. "She's dying," I screamed. "Give her the inhaler after you tell us the truth," Park said, twisting my arm behind my back. "Your boyfriend's sister saw everything. The GPS trackers? That was for my upcoming custody battle." "Bull crap," Delgado said, pulling out handcuffs. "You're lying." Dolly fell forward onto her hands, her lips turning gray. "Just tell us where you were meeting your ex," Park asked, holding my wrists while Delgado started cuffing me. "Was he helping you run?" "My ex has a restraining order. He was stalking us." The first cuff clicked shut. "Or you were working together," Delgado said. "Admit it and we'll help your daughter." "I'm not admitting to something I didn't do. She's going to die." "Stop being dramatic," he said, yanking my other arm back. "Kids don't die from asthma in 5 minutes." "Yes, they do. That's exactly how long it takes." Dolly went completely still and started twitching. "What's happening?" Delgado asked, suddenly alarmed. "She's not getting oxygen to her brain. Please, tell us the truth," Park shouted, slamming me against the counter with my hands cuffed behind me. "Where were you taking them?" "Nowhere. Give her the inhaler." Dolly was unconscious now. Delgado tried to put the inhaler in her mouth. "That won't work. She can't breathe in." "Then what do I do?" He was panicking. "Uncuff me. Let me help her." "Nice try," Park said, pushing my face against the counter. "Call 911. Park kept me pinned while dialing. "If you just confess, this all ends. We need an ambulance at 2861 Cross Lane Road." "I have nothing to confess. Tell them respiratory arrest." "She's turning blue," Park said into the phone. "How far out?" "4 minutes," the dispatcher said. "4 minutes to tell us the truth," Delgado said, grabbing my hair and pulling my head back. "That's all you have. She'll be dead in 4 minutes." That's when my son walked in and saw Dolly. "What did you do to her?" "Get the boy," Park told Delgado. "No, my son fought him." "Dolly." "Mom, why are you handcuffed? See how you're traumatizing your son?" Park said, pressing her knee into my back. "Just confess." "I didn't do anything. She's dying because you took her medicine." Through the window, neighbors were gathering. The ambulance siren was getting closer. Dolly's chest was completely still. "Last chance," Park said, yanking the cuffs up until I screamed. "Tell us where you were going to meet your accomplice." When the EMTs burst through the door, one immediately started bagging Dolly while I was still cuffed against the counter. "How long has she been down?" the EMT asked. "At least 5 minutes," I sobbed. "They took her inhaler during an attack." The EMT looked at them, then at me in handcuffs. "You took her rescue inhaler during an active asthma attack?" "We were interrogating a suspect," Delgado started. "You imbeciles," the EMT muttered. "She's in full respiratory arrest. Uncuff the mother, now." "She's a flight risk. Uncuff her now, or I'm reporting this." As they finally released me and loaded Dolly onto the stretcher, Park leaned close. "This isn't over. We know what you were planning." My daughter's face was blue. Her body was limp. She still wasn't breathing on her own. Full story on channel linked below.